Welcome to the Conspiracy Theories Project. I'm your host, Adam Stone. In the last days of World War II, the Nazi regime was desperate, cornered, and on the brink of collapse. Yet, amid the chaos, reports suggest that they were tinkering with a technology so advanced, so potent, that it could have altered the course of the conflict entirely. This was not a new weapon, not a superior jet, or a more destructive bomb, but something far more extraordinary. It was a device known only as Die Glocke, the Nazi bell. The Nazi bell is said to have been a top-secret project, shrouded in mystery and protected by the highest echelon of the Nazi hierarchy. Theories about its function range from the plausible to the fantastical, with some suggesting it was a form of advanced propulsion, a sort of anti-gravity device. Others, however, venture into the realm of science fiction, proposing that the bell was something far beyond the understanding of 1940s science, a time machine. The bell was said to have been a device of extraordinary power and potential. Standing around 9 feet tall and 5 feet wide, it was made of hard, heavy metal, filled with a violet-colored substance with a consistency similar to heavy metallic mercury. This substance, known only as Zerum 525, was reportedly stored in thermos-like flasks, encased in lead. The bell was allegedly kept in a structure referred to as the Henge, a concrete edifice located in the Wenceslas mine in Poland. This location was no accident. The region was rich in minerals and resources, crucial for the arduous and meticulous manufacturing process of the bell. Accounts tell of bizarre phenomena occurring during the bell's operation. Witnesses claim to experience severe vertigo, and plants within a specific radius of the device are said to have decomposed into a greasy substance. Some even reported a curve in the light spectrum, an effect one might associate with a gravitational field. The fate of the bell remains as mysterious as its function. As the war came to a close, the device simply vanished. Theories abound. Did it fall into the hands of the Allies? Or was it hidden away, a secret too dangerous to be exposed? The Nazi bell is a tantalizing piece of forbidden knowledge, a relic from a dark era that may hold the key to technologies we can only dream of. It remains an enigma, shrouded in secrecy and speculation. The reality of the bell, its function, and its fate are questions that continue to echo through the annals of history, their answers as elusive as the device itself. In order to fully comprehend the enigma of the Nazi bell, one must immerse oneself in the era of its creation, World War II. This was a time of unparalleled tension, with the world's superpowers locked in a deadly struggle for dominance. The German Third Reich, under the leadership of Adolf Hitler, was at the forefront of this conflict, its aggressive expansionism and virulently racist ideology casting a long, dark shadow over the world. The Nazis were well known for their obsession with the occult and their belief in the existence of a superior Aryan race. This belief extended into their scientific endeavors as well, with Hitler and his followers convinced that the ancient Aryans possessed advanced technological knowledge that had been lost to the sands of time. In their quest for this lost knowledge, the Nazis instigated a series of secretive and often bizarre research projects, one of which was the creation of the bell. Given the highly classified nature of these projects, they were carried out in utmost secrecy, often in remote, hidden locations. The Wenceslas mine in Poland, where the bell was allegedly housed, was one such location. The mine's proximity to Germany, coupled with its rich mineral resources, made it an ideal site for these covert operations. The political climate of the time only served to heighten the atmosphere of secrecy surrounding the bell. With the Allied forces closing in on Germany, the Nazis were becoming increasingly desperate to turn the tide of the war in their favor. It was in this climate of fear and desperation that the bell was allegedly created, a last-ditch effort by the Third Reich to harness the power of advanced technology, whether real or imagined. The secrecy and fear surrounding the bell extended beyond the Nazi high command. Those who worked on the project were reportedly kept in the dark about its true purpose, with many believing they were working on a new form of energy production. This lack of transparency, coupled with the unexplained phenomena associated with the bell's operation, only served to fuel the fear and speculation that surrounded the device. The world was a very different place during the time of the bell's creation. It was an era of uncertainty and fear, a time when even the most outlandish ideas seemed possible. Yet, even in this climate of paranoia and secrecy, the bell stands out as one of the most intriguing and enduring mysteries of the Nazi era. Despite all the speculation and conjecture, The true nature of the bell and its function remains as elusive as ever. It is a question that continues to haunt the annals of history, a riddle wrapped in an enigma, a tantalizing hint at the forbidden knowledge that the Nazis were so desperate to uncover. Delving deeper into the murky waters of this mystery, we must focus on the key figures and organizations that played significant roles in the development of the Nazi bell. The Nazi Bell project was overseen by the Reichsführer SS, Heinrich Himmler, a man known for his ruthless pursuit of power and his fascination with the occult. Himmler is believed to have personally allocated resources to the project, indicating its high priority within the Third Reich. The project was also closely associated with SS General Hans Kammler, who was in charge of the Nazis' secret weapon programs towards the end of the war. Kammler, a man shrouded in enigma, was responsible for overseeing some of the most clandestine and controversial projects of the Nazi regime. His involvement with the Bell project only adds another layer of mystery. Further, the project was alleged to have been conducted under the auspices of a section of the SS known as the SS-WVHA, or the Reich Main Security Office. This department was responsible for the administration of the concentration camps and also held control over the Third Reich's secret research projects. The scientists involved in the project were reportedly from the Kammler Group, a covert research team under the command of Hans Kammler. The group was involved in various secret projects, including the development of the V-2 rocket and other advanced weapons technologies. It is speculated that they were brought together specifically for the purpose of developing the Nazi bell. Finally, the role of the enigmatic Dr. Walter Gerlach cannot be overlooked. A physicist who specialized in gravitational research, Gerlach was rumored to have been involved in the project. Intriguingly, after the war, he denied any knowledge of the bell, adding yet another layer of intrigue. The motives of these individuals and organizations were varied. For some, it was the lure of power and control. For others, it was the pursuit of scientific advancement, irrespective of the potential consequences. For all, though, the common thread was a relentless pursuit of the unknown, a desperate attempt to harness the forces of nature and bend them to the will of the Third Reich. Each of these key figures and organizations played their part in the development of the Nazi bell, contributing to the veil of secrecy that surrounds it. Despite their varied motives and roles, they were united by a shared goal: to uncover and exploit the secrets of the universe, no matter the cost. The enigmatic saga of the Nazi bell did not end with the fall of the Third Reich. Instead, it was the post-war period that saw the most significant revelations, further fueling speculation about this mysterious project. The pivotal event that brought the Nazi bell to public attention was the testimony of SS officer Jakob Sporenberg, who was tried for war crimes in Poland after the war. Sporenberg's testimony, recorded in detailed interrogation protocols, was the first public mention of the Nazi bell. The former SS officer described the bell as a device of immense power, capable of generating a field of unknown energy. He also stated that the bell was the reason for the murder of 60 scientists and engineers who had worked on the project, ordered by the SS to ensure the project's secrecy. The revelation of the bell's existence was not the only significant event. The fate of the bell itself is a mystery that continues to intrigue. The device disappeared in the chaotic final days of the war, its whereabouts unknown. Some speculate that it was smuggled out of Germany, perhaps by the US or Soviet forces. Others suggest that it was hidden away in a secret location, its power too dangerous to be unleashed. The secrecy surrounding the bell did not deter investigators. Over the years, several alleged sites of the bell's testing have been unearthed. One such site, a facility near the Wenceslas mine in Poland, was associated with the project. Here, a henge-like structure stands, believed to be a testing rig for the bell. The structure, nicknamed the flytrap, is of an unusual design, its purpose unknown, adding yet another layer of mystique to the bell's story. But perhaps the most tantalizing clue to the bell's purpose came from a leaked document allegedly originating from the Kammler Group. The document, known as the War Diary, reportedly describes the bell as a gravitational engine, a term that suggests the device was designed to manipulate gravity in some way. This revelation, if true, would lend credence to the theory that the bell was a prototype anti-gravity device, or even a time machine. Each of these events, from Sporenberg's testimony to the discovery of the flytrap and the leak of the War Diary, have added to the enigma of the Nazi bell, fueling speculation and debate. The bell remains one of the enduring mysteries of the Second World War, a testament to the lengths that the Third Reich was willing to go in its quest for power and dominance. The question remains, however, what was the true purpose of the bell, and where is it now? The enigma of the Nazi bell is heightened by the alleged efforts of various governments and institutions to control its narrative, suppress information, and silence those who might reveal too much. The veil of secrecy surrounding the bell has only thickened with time, making it a fertile ground for conspiracy theories and speculation. This suppression was not limited to the immediate aftermath of World War II. In the decades that followed, numerous researchers and journalists who dared to delve into the mystery of the bell found themselves facing inexplicable barriers. Access to archives was denied, requests for information ignored, and interviews with potential witnesses mysteriously canceled. Some even reported being warned off their investigations by unidentified individuals, a chilling echo of the SS's ruthless efforts to maintain the project's secrecy during the war. One notable instance of this occurred in 1992 when Igor Witkowski, a Polish military journalist, sought to investigate the bell's alleged testing site near the Wenceslas mine. Despite obtaining the necessary permits, Witkowski was inexplicably denied access to the site. He later claimed that he had been warned to abandon his investigation by individuals who refused to identify themselves. The manipulation of the narrative surrounding the bell is also evident in the handling of Sporenberg's testimony. Despite the explosive revelations it contained, the testimony was largely ignored in the official histories of the war. Some have speculated that this was a deliberate attempt to suppress the truth about the bell, although the reasons for this remain unclear. Corporate interests have also played a role in the alleged cover-up. In the late 1940s, rumors began to circulate that a major American corporation had obtained the bell and was conducting its own experiments. These rumors were quickly dismissed as baseless conspiracy theories. However, in the 1990s, a former employee of the corporation came forward claiming to have participated in these experiments. His claims were swiftly discredited, and he was allegedly subjected to a campaign of harassment and intimidation. In the face of such widespread suppression and control, the truth about the Nazi bell remains elusive. The efforts to silence witnesses, manipulate the narrative, and cover up information have only served to deepen the mystery surrounding the bell. As the search for answers continues, one thing is clear. The bell is more than just a relic of World War II. It is a symbol of the lengths that powers will go to maintain their secrets and control the narrative. A reminder of the dark side of technological advancement and the often blurred line between science and pseudoscience. The Nazi bell remains an enigma, its secrets locked away, perhaps forever, in the annals of forbidden knowledge. Uncovering the truth about the Nazi bell was never going to be a straightforward task, given the secrecy and shadows that have surrounded the project from the start. The risks for those who dared to step forward were immense. The whistleblowers who attempted to expose the truth faced a daunting array of challenges, from personal threats to professional ruin. One such individual was Jakob Sporenberg, an SS officer who, in a post-war interrogation, provided the most detailed account of the bell's existence. His testimony, however, was largely dismissed and ignored. Regardless of the accuracy of his account, the lack of interest from the authorities was striking. It was almost as if they were deliberately trying to keep the story of the bell out of the mainstream narrative. Journalists, too, have faced significant resistance in their attempts to shed light on the bell. Igor Witkowski, the Polish military journalist whose investigation was abruptly halted, was not the only one to face such opposition. In the 1960s, journalist and author John Keel, well known for his work on unexplained phenomena, uncovered evidence suggesting that the bell may have been transferred to the United States after the war. However, he was met with a wall of silence and derision from both government officials and fellow journalists. Then there was the case of a former employee of a major American corporation who came forward in the 1990s claiming to have participated in experiments on the bell. Despite the potential risk to his career and reputation, he stood by his claims, only to find himself facing a campaign of harassment and intimidation. These individuals, and others like them, have faced significant personal and professional risks in their attempts to expose the truth about the Nazi bell. They were met with resistance at every turn, from the dismissal of their claims to the outright threat of retribution. Still, they persisted, driven by a determination to uncover the truth and expose what they believed to be a grand conspiracy to conceal a potentially world-changing technology. The resilience of these whistleblowers, in the face of such resistance and adversity, is a testament to the power of the human spirit. Their stories serve as a stark reminder of the lengths to which some will go to suppress the truth and the bravery required to stand up against such forces. As the mystery of the Nazi bell continues to unfold, their efforts are a beacon of hope in the ongoing search for answers. Whatever the truth may be about the bell, the courage of these whistleblowers shines a light on the pursuit of truth in an era of secrecy and misinformation. Declassified documents and first-hand testimonies have provided glimpses into the enigmatic world of the Nazi Bell Project, adding further weight to the claims of those who have sought to expose its secrets. One such document includes a report by SS General Jakob Sporenberg, who detailed the execution of 60 scientists, engineers, and technicians involved in the Bell Project. The reason behind such a drastic action remains a mystery, but it suggests an attempt to bury secrets that were deemed too dangerous to be left in the hands of those who knew too much. Further evidence comes from a 1952 declassified CIA document that refers to a bell-shaped device, codenamed Die Glocke. The document details an interrogation of a former SS officer who claimed to have worked on the project. He described the bell as a device of extraordinary power, capable of manipulating time and gravity. His testimony, although unverifiable, echoes the accounts of others who have come forward with similar claims. Declassified FBI files from the late 1940s also hint at the existence of the bell. These documents reference a secretive project involving the transfer of advanced technology from Germany to the United States in the aftermath of the war. Could this have been the bell? Another crucial piece of evidence is the henge structure at Ludwikowice, Poland, believed to be a testing ground for the bell. The structure's design and location, in close proximity to the Riese complex where the bell was allegedly developed, suggest it was used to mount and test the device. Finally, there's the testimony of Dr. Ronald Richter, an Austrian scientist who worked on the German nuclear project during the war. After the war, he was recruited by Argentine President Juan Perón to work on a secret project aiming to harness the power of nuclear fusion. In a 1951 interview, Richter spoke of a device that could manipulate gravity and time, a description that bears a striking resemblance to the Nazi bell. These pieces of evidence, although disparate and shrouded in mystery, paint a compelling picture. They hint at a technology that was considered so powerful and so dangerous that it was hidden away, its existence denied, and its secrets guarded with lethal determination. They suggest a story of scientific discovery, cloaked in secrecy and marked by intrigue, that continues to challenge our understanding of what is possible. Yet, despite the mounting evidence, the truth about the Nazi bell remains elusive. The full extent of its capabilities, its ultimate fate, and the true purpose of its creation are questions that continue to fuel the debate and inspire a relentless pursuit of the truth. In the end, the quest for answers to the mystery of the Nazi bell is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. It is a testament to the human capacity for curiosity, for resilience, and for the unyielding determination to uncover the truth, no matter how deeply it may be buried. The mystery of the Nazi bell has sparked a wave of public interest and speculation, making it a subject of intense debate and a source of cultural fascination. The story has been featured prominently in numerous books, documentaries, and even science fiction series, reflecting the enduring intrigue surrounding this enigmatic device. In the media, the Nazi bell has been portrayed as everything from a time machine to an anti-gravity device, capturing the imagination of audiences worldwide. These portrayals have further fueled speculation about the bell's true nature and purpose, often blurring the line between fact and fiction. In doing so, they have also raised questions about the responsible representation of wartime history and the potential for manipulation of public perception. The controversy surrounding the Nazi bell also extends to the academic community. Some historians and scientists have criticized the lack of verifiable evidence supporting the existence of the bell and its alleged capabilities. They argue that the story is largely based on hearsay and conjecture, underscoring the need for rigorous historical research and scientific validation. Yet, the detractors have not dampened the public's fascination with the story. On the contrary, the debate has only intensified the allure of the Nazi bell, highlighting the human tendency to be drawn to the unknown and the unexplained. It has also brought to the forefront the power of narrative in shaping public understanding and belief. Public trust in government and institutional narratives has also been impacted by the saga of the Nazi bell. The perceived secrecy and denial associated with the story have fueled conspiracy theories and skepticism about official accounts of historical events. This has led to a broader questioning of historical truths, reinforcing the importance of transparency and accountability in the dissemination of information. The tale of the Nazi bell, with its mix of history, science, and mystery, continues to captivate the public imagination. It serves as a powerful reminder of the human thirst for knowledge, the allure of the unknown, and the enduring impact of narratives on our understanding of the world. Whether viewed as a symbol of scientific ambition, a testament to the horrors of war, or a beacon of unresolved mystery, the legacy of the Nazi bell continues to resonate, leaving an indelible mark on our collective consciousness. The enduring legacy of the Nazi bell saga lies not only in the realm of popular culture, but also in modern science, technology, and politics. This story, shrouded in mystery and secrecy, continues to inspire technological pursuits and influence societal attitudes towards government and institutional authority. In the field of technology, the concept of anti-gravity propulsion, regardless of its verifiable connection to the bell, has been a subject of interest for many scientists and researchers. Even though mainstream science has yet to conclusively demonstrate the feasibility of such technology, the concept continues to be explored in various fringe scientific circles. The allure of a technology that could potentially redefine our understanding of physics and open up new possibilities for space exploration is simply too compelling to ignore. The narrative of the Nazi bell has also found powerful resonance in the political sphere. The skepticism and distrust fueled by the alleged secrecy surrounding the bell has influenced public attitudes towards government and institutions. This has manifested in a rise of conspiracy theories and a general erosion of faith in official narratives. The implications of this shift in public trust are profound and far-reaching, impacting political discourse and policymaking. Furthermore, the Nazi bell story has served to highlight the potential dangers of scientific and technological advancement when unchecked by ethical considerations. The narrative of a potentially devastating technology developed under a regime notorious for its disregard for human life is a sobering reminder of the need for ethical oversight in scientific research and technological development. The story of the Nazi bell serves as a cautionary tale about the power of narrative, the allure of the unknown, and the potential dangers of unchecked ambition. It is a complex tapestry woven from threads of history, science, and mystery that continues to captivate our collective imagination. In the end, the legacy of the Nazi bell is not so much about the device itself, but rather about the human fascination with the unknown, the relentless pursuit of knowledge, and our collective ability to grapple with the ethical implications of technological advancement. It is a testament to our capacity to question, to imagine, and to learn from history, even when that history is shrouded in mystery and controversy. Whether or not the Nazi bell ever existed or functioned as claimed, its story continues to shape our world in profound and lasting ways. But with all that has been said, all that has been speculated, there are still so many questions that remain. Was the Nazi bell a top-secret anti-gravity experiment? Or was it a prototype time machine? Or was it merely a figment of war-torn imaginations, a myth born out of the smoke and rubble of a world at war? The answers to these questions, if they exist, remain elusive, obscured by a veil of secrecy and ambiguity that has yet to be fully lifted. As we navigate the murky waters of this enigmatic tale, we are reminded that truth can sometimes be stranger than fiction. Our journey has led us down labyrinthine paths of science and history, of conspiracy and speculation. And while we may never know for certain what the Nazi bell truly was, its story has served to illuminate the darker corners of human nature and the lengths to which we will go in our quest for knowledge and power. The Nazi bell has become a symbol of the tantalizing allure of the unknown, a testament to our unquenchable thirst for understanding and our ceaseless striving towards the outer limits of possibility. It has served as a mirror, reflecting our collective fears and ambitions, our hopes and our anxieties. It has forced us to confront the darker aspects of our own nature and to question the ethical boundaries of scientific and technological progress. We are left with a sense of unease, a lingering doubt that keeps the story alive, that keeps us questioning, probing, seeking. Perhaps the true power of the Nazi bell lies not in its supposed technological capabilities, but in its ability to captivate our imagination, to challenge our perceptions, and to remind us of the profound and enduring mystery of our existence. In the end, the Nazi bell serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities of history, the ambiguities of truth, and the enduring allure of the unknown. It is a symbol of our ceaseless quest for knowledge, a testament to our capacity for imagination and invention, and a stark warning of the potential dangers of unchecked ambition. Whatever the truth of the Nazi bell, its story continues to resonate, a chilling echo from a dark and troubled past, a haunting melody that continues to reverberate in the corridors of our collective consciousness. And so, we are left with the enigma of the Nazi bell, a riddle wrapped in a mystery, shrouded in secrecy. A tantalizing puzzle that continues to captivate, to intrigue, and to provoke. A story that, despite its many unanswered questions, remains a potent reminder of our capacity for wonder, for curiosity, and for the relentless pursuit of the unknown. Thanks for listening. This has been the Conspiracy Theories Project. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.